8.
Soar tomato on 3. 1, 2, 3. Soar tomato!
Such a beautiful day. Now, if only we had someone to ask some. Oh, hi there.
I guess.
So we're going to do all the hard-hitting questions right off the bat. These are going to make or break your interview. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Explain your reasoning.
Maybe not my pizza, but it has its place.
What is the meaning of life?
To give life meaning.
The answer is 42. What's the question?
42 is the answer to everything.
What do you think was there before the universe was created?
Possibility.
If you had a warning label, what would it say?
Beware the dog.
Do you like being in front of or behind the camera better?
Definitely behind.
Why?
I like capturing as opposed to being captured.
What is your favorite thing that you've created so far?
I did a moon photo set a while back. That was cool.
What do you love most about it?
I like the moon. I like low light photography. It's kind of the best of both worlds.
Cool. Do you consider yourself to be an introvert or an extrovert?
Ambivert.
So both. Recreate this picture with whatever is around you, selfie style.
Wait, what?
You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yeah, I'll say it. It's good.
Come on.
If you were in the Boku no Hero series, what would your quirk be?
Icy hot.
Who would win in a fight between you and Bakugo?
Me.
If I dared you to yell plus ultra at the top of your lungs, would you?
Maybe at like the middle of my lungs.
No, do it now.
Plus ultra.
Ah, weak.
There's people.
What is something you liked as a child but are now embarrassed that you did?
I was pretty nerdy as a kid, so I feel like things are kind of coming full circle.
Have you been pleasantly surprised by anything lately?
Yes.
Care to share?
How strong friendships can stay regardless of frequently seeing the person or not. Wait, hold on. Come right here, please.
So what's your favorite book?
Everyone's an Alibin when you're an Alibin.
What do you love most about it?
It's pretty deep if you're willing to dig for the message a bit, but it's easy to digest.
What was your favorite TV show growing up?
Naruto.
If California had seasons, which season would be your favorite?
Winter is coming.
What is something that you love but others cannot stand?
Solitude?
What is something you dislike but have no good reason for disliking?
Cauliflower.
What did it ever do to you?
It just never made sense. Yeah, that's all.
What's your favorite scent?
Laundry detergent.
What color does it smell like?
Powder blue.
What movie could you quote from start to finish?
Black Panther.
Can you give us a few lines?
I never freeze.
Nice. What song makes you unconditionally happy every time you hear it?
Think Photograph by Ed Sheeran.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, ooh. What would it be?
Sushi.
Do you have any hidden talents? And there goes the demonstration. Was it any good?
I think so.
Nice. Let's see. What is the most awkward thing that happens to you on a regular basis?
Sirens going off? No, probably things at work. People think that management, because my shirt doesn't match everyone else's, and I'm not. Yeah, it's weird.
Who has been your favorite character to portray on stage so far?
Cyborg.
Why?
He did the whole trying to fit into his own skin thing. That was something for me growing up, so it was cool seeing that on screen.
How was LA Comic Con this year?
Good, we did amazing.
Who did you get to perform as?
Superboy.
How did it feel to finally not have a whole set of armor and headgear for a change?
I completely was not used to that amount of freedom.
What is your OTP?
I think T'Challa and Aurora.
What's your favorite anime?
Naruto.
What is an anime that everyone is crazy about but you can't seem to get into?
It's so bad. I'm trying. Probably Shokugeki. I haven't had time to sit and watch it. It's my fault. I know. Terrible. Bad on me.
What was the last movie you've seen?
Something on Netflix.
Any plans to see The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Yes.
How do you think it'll do?
I hope well. It's Harry Potter, so naturally you'd want to see it do well.
That's fair. Who is your favorite fictional hero?
T'Challa?
Who is your real life hero?
My mom.
Who is your dance crush?
Don't have one?
How likely is it that you would have aligned yourself with the Dark Lord?
I would have been the Dark Lord.
What flavor Birdie Bot's every flavor bean are you?
Grass clippings. I'm an acquired taste.
If you were an animagus, what animal would you be?
Wolf.
And what's significant about the wolf to you?
Family, pride, independence, strength, all that stuff.
If the mirror of Erazed was in front of you right now, what would be in the reflection?
My future family, if that's gonna be a thing.
If you walked upstairs to your room one day and there was a Bogart standing in the middle of it, what would it appear as?
Ghostface. Scream. Ugh.
What is a perfect day like for you?
Shooting, hanging out with friends, maybe anime. Simple.
What makes you feel old?
Not seeing kids playing outside anymore.
What motivates you to work hard?
Fear of failure?
What makes you laugh the most?
Puppy videos.
Laugh?
Yeah, cute puppy videos.
Okay. Do you have any irrational fears?
Porcelain dolls?
Why?
They're just so, like, eerie, and they just... Like, really? No.
How did that start?
My mom had a bunch of them when we were growing up in the house, and they just kind of sat there. They never did anything to me. They just sat there.
When you feel anxious or uneasy, what is something that calms you?
Beach.
What is the weirdest thing about you?
I eat all of my vegetables first on a plate of like anything. It's always my vegetables first.
What is the greatest risk you've ever taken?
Staying in California for school.
What inspired you to do it?
I didn't want to use going out of state as a cop-out to get rid of or get away from everything else that was going on, so.
Was it worth it?
Absolutely.
What is your love language?
I have 4. The only one that I'm pretty weak in is gift giving. I think that's a 2. All the other ones are pretty even 4.
How do you define happiness?
Happiness to me would be waking up content no matter what's going on.
What is a skill you wish you had?
Luck, like domino.
If you could take us anywhere in the world, where would we go right now?
Japan.
Oh. Are you feeling adventurous right now?
Yeah.
Care to play some either or?
Let's do it.
Fruit by the foot or fruit roll up?
Fruit by the foot.
Korean barbecue or sushi?
Sushi.
Brains or brawn?
Brains.
Looks or personality?
Personality.
Beach or the mountains?
The beach.
A night in or a night out?
Night in.
Night owl or early bird?
Night owl.
Do you believe in fate or do you think we create our own destinies?
Create our own destinies.
Is it better to be wanted or to be needed?
Wanted.
Why?
To be needed means that people have no choice but to require you. I think I like the idea of someone wanting me based on their own accord as opposed to them needing me to be there regardless of how they feel about it.
What is the most spontaneous thing that you've done lately?
I had dim sum this morning.
What made you do that?
I woke up hungry.
Aside from necessities and hygiene, what is one thing you could not go a day without?
Camera.
What is the craziest thing you've done in the name of food?
My best friend and I drove an hour to get Sonics when it wasn't everywhere. It was in high school, so I mean, what?
If you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would do with the money?
Pay off my student loans.
What is one thing that you hope people will always remember about you?
I hope people remember that whether or not they thought it was the case, or that even if it didn't always look the way they wanted it to, I always cared.
If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be?
I would have ordered less at dim sum today because there was definitely a lot of leftovers.
No such thing. What is your favorite family tradition?
Every Christmas, my mom and I decorate the tree.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Every summer, my mom would make a calendar of like different things that I could do in a day, like go to the movies, go to an amusement park, things like that. I didn't really hang out with a lot of people, so it was nice to have that.
Who had the most influence on you growing up?
Oh, 3 for 3, my mom.
Let's see, what is the best thing you learned from her?
It's kind of difficult to put it into words, but I guess a good quote is, I am because she is.
Oh. If you could write a letter to your younger self right now, what would you tell them?
It gets better.
Tell us the worst joke in your repertoire.
Guy walks into a bar and he says, ow.
All right, well, what is something you want to do in the next year that you've never done before?
Move somewhere else.
What is the best advice you can offer to someone who wants to start dancing?
Do it. No matter how weird you feel, just do it.
If you had to select your zombie apocalypse team of 6 out of our current corpsmen, who would you choose?
Including me. So me, Sammy, Bev, Amy, Rostin, Jason.
Nice. Weapon of choice?
Katana.
This is your second year as our honcho. What is your favorite part about your job?
Capturing all of the memories for you guys for social media.
What has been your favorite core memory so far?
LA Comic Con, or no, San Diego Comic Con, my first one.
What's been your weirdest experience on core so far?
So when I was in Morocco, a lot of people kept walking up to me and asking me to slap them and or to touch their butt. It was weird.
Yeah. What 3 words do you think your fellow corpsmen would use to describe you?
Determined, silent, enigmatic.
What is something that people can expect to see of you this year on core?
Me dancing not in armor. Yeah.
Without giving too much away, what is something that you are most excited about this season?
I'm excited for core to kind of dabble more into a realm that we lightly touched on but haven't really jumped into. It's gonna be good.
And what is one thing that you would like to say to the comrades watching?
Thank you guys. This season is gonna be amazing and I can't wait for you guys to see what we have in store.
And that's it. That's 109. Thanks so much for answering.
Thanks guys.